Camera died earlier on the way back from Bacon Creek that was fenced off, and I reached out to a friend of mine who's kind of into that kind of stuff with regard to falsely closed roads and, properly managing Forest Service roads and things like that. And he reached out to a gal at the Forest Service, and apparently we have a meeting on Monday at Idaho Pizza Company. We're going to meet up with this gal, and it's kind of a combo volunteer meeting slash maybe talk about this Bacon Creek thing, because that road in there that's the only road that goes through, and it's not very long. I mean, it's maybe 10 miles or less worth of road, but it's the only one that goes through that gets you down into an area where you can get over to Garden Valley from that area. And so, kind of an issue. I'm gonna try and find a way around right now. Obviously, one way was the way that we went in part 2, where we went up and ran into the snow. But be nice to have early and late season routes to get around these higher altitudes. So we'll talk about it, see what happens. Isn't this beautiful right through here? This is Clear Creek Road. Just a big old beautiful meadow. I've never been down this far on Clear Creek Road before. I've camped up Clear Creek Road, but I've never really gone too far past where I've camped there. So this is pretty amazing. And I was looking at the Forest Service map, and it looks like this road goes for a long ways, just up northeast. So we'll take it and see where we get. It also showed that it ended up coming out at the Middle Fork, which is where I was trying to get to earlier when we ran into that snow. So granted, it comes into the Middle Fork way, way higher up, about twice as far. It's probably an extra, 30 miles around. It's a bit, but at least it would be one route around. I just like to find a route to get around and get over to the Middle Fork and make it down into Garden Valley. That's kind of a big connection for those of you that aren't around here. It's a good connection to have to get through there on dirt without having to go on highways. And that's of course always the goal on a dual sport, right? Is you want to see know all the routes and find ways around, find different alternate routes to get places, and that's why we're up here. I pretty well explored everything within 60 miles of my hometown, so we're venturing out farther. That's what we're doing, is trying to put the next piece of Idaho together. Basically, this is my kind of area is southwest Idaho. This is getting up more towards middle Idaho. And it's just beautiful, isn't it? Isn't this great? This is a really nice road. I'm enjoying this. Big 2-lane road. Might be probably county road or something. But, when you have a nice road like this, it's here for a purpose, and it gets you through to somewhere. So we're going to find out where. I could sit and look on my map and just kind of figure it out. But, holding this little GPS in my hand and trying to, scooch around on the map is just not nearly as fun as figuring it out this way. And it's just following me, and I can make a route out of it later if it works out to be something. So, pretty cool. I'm getting to know this Zumo 550 a little bit better. Kind of went through the owner's manual a bit and figured out some things. You know, it does have a Bluetooth headset and phone connections, and it has its own media player, and it's got its own flash drive, so you can put music on it. My phone doesn't have cell phone service, so there's no sense in linking my phone to it. I don't really have any reason to do that, but kind of nice to link my headset to it. The only problem is I need to figure out how to give my phone priority over my headset, because my headset, I had it linked to both of them, my phone and the GPS here, and the problem was that it was given the Zumo preference. It was given it the mic, and you know, the only thing I could use the phone for was phone purposes. But earlier when I had it connected, everything was working perfectly. It was given the phone preference, so my microphone was going to the phone, so I can record videos like this, and I could listen to music off of my phone, which is what I want to do. I don't want to listen to music off this. I want it off my phone, because then I have the option of either playing MP3s that I have on there, or if I'm in service range, I can listen to Pandora and stream music that I've uploaded to Google Play. So options, you know. Just need to figure out that if there's kind of a priority order and how that all works. But yeah, other than that, I'm learning it, figuring it out. I'm able to create routes on it and you know, create alternate routes and add other waypoints and things along the way. And boy, this is a big fork. I don't want to go up the mountain. Oh, that's East Mountain Road. Yeah, that's probably going to end up hitting snow. Maybe we'll check it out later. Driving north on North Forest. North, there I go again. National Forest 409. So you can click the speed here, and it gives you this nifty thing. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's got my fuel over there. It tells me how much fuel I have left, which is kind of cool. I mean, I kind of know already. I don't have a fuel gauge on, you know, KLRs don't have fuel gauges. That's too high tech. So I usually just base it off my mileage. I just reset my odometer every time I get gas, and then I can easily calculate my gas mileage, and I know how much I have left, which is pretty nice. Oh, it's gorgeous. This is so awesome, you guys. Oh, man, highly recommended route here. Absolutely. It's staying low, which means it's accessible for more of the year, which is great. It's smooth, no potholes. It's unbelievable. It's totally maintained. Good job, Valley County. But yeah, so this has got my heading on it, and my speed, and my fuel gauge. All you do is you just put in the mileage. You know, you put in how many miles you get per tank. Yeah, I put in 300. I think that's about what I get, but that's including reserve too. So I should it probably would be wiser to put in the distance that I go before I hit reserve, which is more like 220 or something like that, or 230, I think, is when the reserve tank has got to be kicked on. Maybe more than that, I don't know. But it probably would be smarter to do that, because I guess there's a little indicator that pops on here that lets you know that you're getting close to that spot. But I've been doing that with my odometer for a long time, so it's, you know, it's not really hard to do the math in your head. So anyway, go back to the map here. Driving northeast. Click on that, and this is where I found earlier I was saying I needed to look for the elevation. So this has got the nice compass on it. I don't know if you can see that very well. But it's got, you know, speed, elevation, GPS, accuracy, 18 feet right now, within 18 feet. Time of day, 5:54 p.m. Sun's on my back, not in my face. That's nice. But elevation, 51,063 feet, 64 feet, 66 feet, 68. So I guess, you know, we're hitting snow probably up way over 6,000 feet. We were way up there when we hit that snow. So yeah, I'm kind of getting used to the new GPS unit, and I like it. So far, so good. Like I said in a previous video, my friend is kind of letting me borrow it, and not really borrow it. He's selling it to me, but he just wanted to. He gave me a chance to let me take it and check it out and see if I like it, and if I do, I buy it. If not, give it back or whatever. So, but I like it. I don't see any reason I wouldn't buy it. You know, all I'm really looking for. I mean, I used to have my TomTom on here. That's what this little ball is right here. Used to hook my TomTom, connect my TomTom right there, and that thing is just very, very basic. I mean, it's hardly got any features on it, and it's always wanting me to turn around when I'm on dirt. It doesn't like dirt. So the TomTom and the KLR don't get along. So I figure I'd just separate the two and just leave Mr. TomTom in the truck. They seem to get along. Put Mr. Garmin on here. Now, the only thing I'm missing now is the temperature. So if I hit speed, no. If I hit my, okay, there, it gives me my current time. I wish it would show the time. I wonder if there's a way to adjust the display. I'd like to see the current time on the main display here. That would be nice. Yeah, the only other thing I need is a temperature, humidity type of thing. Maybe I can mount one of those right there on the old Rally windscreen dash. So top speed earlier from part 2 ended up being 68.5 on that big long straight dirt road. Some of you are probably like, I've gone way faster than that on dirt. Others of you might be like, that's way too fast, dude. But I gotta tell you, that road was just the smoothest, flattest. There wasn't a bump on it. It was just completely smooth. It was like being on pavement. That's easy to get up that fast on a road like that. I mean, you could do that here if you wanted to with a few bumps, but that was just a really awesome dirt road, really fun. Like right here is a good spot. Small little corner. And more like 55 there. You can never tell on the GoPro. GoPro always makes you look like you're riding like a grandpa. No offense to all you grandpas out there. I'm sure if there's any grandpas still riding motorcycles, you automatically qualify as hardcore. Oh, here's entering National Forest land. Okay, cool. So that means there's a road change here. So this is like loose gravel. That's what we just switched to. Little transition. You can hear a rock pinging off of the skid plate every once in a while here. Ching, ching. Oh, what the heck? Is a huge rock right in the middle of the road. Yeah, this isn't quite as nice as the county road there, but still just as gorgeous and still a really great road. This is not bad at all. Let's see, what's this? What do we got here? Like a junction? This couldn't be the Middle Fork already, could it? Badger Road, a half mile. East Mountain Trail, 4. I'm not trying to go that way. So the GPS unit has gotten me in trouble twice. Once was not its fault because it didn't know there was going to be snow up there. But the other issue with the gate, I completely blame on the GPS. It ought to know the difference between private road and public road, because that's all, you know, you look at the Forest Service maps and that's all on there. They got a legend that indicates, you know, different color roads or mean different things, and, you know, a solid yellow line means it's good enough for an automobile, and a double yellow line means it's, you know, getting a little bit worse. Then a red triangle dotted line means it's a four-wheeler road. And then a dotted line means, I forget. Anyway, you know, I mean, but the Forest Service has that road marked, that Bacon Creek marked. Anyway, I have never ever ridden or been up in this area. This is the first time, and this is just absolutely beautiful. If you haven't been up here, you have to come do this little section. This is gorgeous. It was supposed to be 85 degrees today in town, but probably around more like 75 up here. I don't even know if it got up that high. Yeah, maybe. It might be pretty close. Good little camp spot. I don't know if I'd want to drive back up in here that far with the RV to camp. All right, we're going to start going up. Just trying to see what it takes to make it to the Middle Fork here. Kind of get past this mountain range. Or through it. Whatever. You know what else I need to figure out on this GPS unit is it's got a feature where you can share maps. So you can basically, you set up the route and it saves it on the card, the flash card, and then you just put it in another Garmin, and then the other Garmin automatically asks if you want to transfer the map to the unit. And I'm wondering if there's a feature that would allow me to pull the map off of here so that I can share it in my videos, or share it with, you know, via email with friends and stuff. That would be awesome. But I don't know if it does that. I've always, you know, if you've seen any of my videos before, I've always done when I go on new routes, I always map it out, and I include a map, and I show you where I'm at on the map at different parts of the video and stuff like that. And I do that on routeplanner.com. Awesome tool for planning routes. It's really great. I like it a lot. And I learned yesterday that it even works on mobile. So that's a bonus. Wonder what my odometer's at 44. When we left camp, we were at 27, so we've almost gone 20 miles. Uh-oh, there's snow. What are we at for elevation? 57.35. You know, that's another cool feature is if you've ever seen I think it's Garmin that makes those action cameras that have all the GPS data on them, your heading, your speed, and it puts it into the video, and you can like kind of choose from some different designs and stuff on your video. It's kind of a cool deal. Be pretty neat to be able to integrate all of these pieces into one component. you know, or one package where you can buy like a GPS unit that's made for, I mean, this one's made for motorcycles. There's some snow on the road. But, you know, specifically made for dual sport and off-road, you know, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, whatever. But, you know, it's a package that comes with the GPS unit and the headset that can be installed in a helmet, and that has, you know, all of this stuff where you can film, you can have it take audio, it's connected, you know, it's a camera, headset, GPS unit, all in one package. And it has all those features, like, I bet Garmin's already working on that. I mean, they've already got, you know, some of the pieces. Looks like a Christmas tree on the side of the road. This is the first time I've experienced kind of off-road riding after the winter. And I didn't realize how many trees come down in the winter. They just reach the end of their age and they get weak and they can't handle the snow anymore, and so they just snap. There's all sorts of little side roads up here. This is just crazy. So somebody's already come through here and cleared this out. There's fresh sawdust on the ground, and which is good. They come through early and clear this stuff out. 6157 on the elevation. Ooh, a little slippage. Had to put a foot down there. A little bit of pucker factor. Woo! 6190. We're definitely up in the snow, but it's south facing, so southeast facing, so you can see over there on the northwestish facing stuff that there's just tons of snow still. And it's May. A little more snow on the road up here. Nothing major. 6265. Oh, crud. There's the end of our journey. It's not much though. It's just a small amount of snow. But then it looks like there's more over there. We're just one corner away from getting through on places. Snow melt off, little creek down in there. Gorgeous. I love it. 6260. We're maxed out. That's where the snow's at. So I'm glad I found that little elevation feature on here, because now I can kind of go and look at maps and check elevations too before I go scout anymore. Wow. We got to be, we're right at the peak though. That's just that's unfortunate right there. Ugh. I wonder what happened to the bark on that tree. That one's probably about to snap and fall down too. Alright, well, it was an adventure. Had to put a foot down. That makes it official. We'll head back and plan out our next route. Figure out see if we can find another way through. Subscribe if you're new. There's more to come. Like if you like it. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.